Right, here we go. I broke my headphones earlier today, so I've got a different mic. I wonder if you can hear me. Mic check. That was terrible. Okay, sorry for your ears. I will put a warning up. Anyway, 2 more episodes to go. Let's just plow through them, yeah? Sounds good. Right, when we get to 30, we'll start at Singapore. Singapore, not my best circuit, and this time I actually mean it. Miami. 5/10 alone in Sector 1. Now I know I'm not that good at Singapore, but we were good in the race at the end of last season. 1.2 seconds in Sector 2 and 8/10 in Sector 3. Overall resulting in 2.5 seconds. Where the hell did my pace go? End of the race, and we were over a second slower every lap. Although it does look like I had a little incident on lap 2, not sure. Heading over straight to Japan. Used to be, I just kicked my headphone wires. Used to be a strong AI circuit. 2020 was a big one, and 2021. This is what the catalyst of why this series started. However, this game, it seemed to be much easier for the player to be quick. 3/10 in Sector 1, 5/10 in Sector 2, and a single tenth in Sector 3. Sector 3 is pretty much nothing. Overall result in about 9/10. Not bad actually, it's around the ballpark of the middle of all the other circuits. The race, quite close to a second every lap. Lap 2 was a little bit slow. I do think there was an overtake somewhere, but the rest of them quite good, within a second most of the time. Heading over to USA, also not one of my better circuits. I quite struggle with tyre wear around here in the races. However, over one lap we can be quite good. Seen by the fact in Sector 1 we were pretty much matching the AI, just a little bit quicker. However, Sector 2 we got humbled, 4/10 slower, and that's pretty much a straight line. And then Sector 3, 3/10. Overall, resulting in about 7/10. Again, close to 8/10, which is around the average at the moment. I think do need to check that actually. And just a couple of tenths off where I would like it to be, 5/10. However, towards the end of the season, we'll be able to catch up. The race wasn't bad either, within a second every lap as well. Except lap 2. Lap 2 is going wrong for all the circuits. I'm not sure why. I'll have to have a look at that. Heading over to Mexico then, one of my favourites of this half of the season. It doesn't quite translate into pace though. 4/10 in Sector 1, 8/10 in Sector 2, my favourite sector, so it's quite nice to see I'm actually quick. And then 6/10 in Sector 3. Just over 1 second across the entire lap. Yeah, not good. In the race, were we a little bit better? Yeah, the only lap we were quicker was lap 5. However, I do believe George was in trouble then, so I'm not sure what happened. Yeah, because he was 2 seconds slower. Lap 3 and 4, we were within a second, within a few tenths. And then lap 2, we were over a second behind. So it's not bad. Heading over to Brazil, one of my other favourites from the start of the season. Q1. Wow. Sector 1, 2/10 lost, and that is pretty much a straight line as well. You only got turn 1, 2 and 3. Turn 3 is flat out. Turn 2, if you take it correctly, is flat out. So really, turn 1's the only place you can make at the time. Sector 2, however, is a lot more detailed. 6 tenths lost, and in Sector 3, 2 tenths lost. Really need to improve on acceleration. All resulting in about a second lost. Seems like my favourite circuits are doing a lot worse than all the others, which is something I need to look at. Over the race though, we were quite good. Lap 4 and 5 we were within a second. Lap 2 and 3 though, a little bit over. Last one of the calendar then, Abu Dhabi. 2 tenths in sector 1. 1,000th, 1 millisecond in sector 2. Did not actually notice that. And then in sector 3, 3 tenths. So that's not bad. Overall results in 5 tenths. Exactly what I wanted. Not as perfect as Imola though. Not bang on 5 tenths, just a little bit over. However, it's quite good. The changes that they have made to Abu Dhabi has really helped me actually. Not a fan of the slow speed corners, more of a high speed corner guy. That's why Imola is so good for me actually, because there's not many low speeds, and why I hate Monaco and not Azerbaijan and Singapore so much. The race, a little worse, not good. Heading over to the other 2 circuits that we never did this season, yet I'm doing an AI test for them again, because apparently I did it again earlier in the season, for Williams I think it was. I don't know, you'll be able to find out because I've got screenshots of all the grades later. Sector 1, despite not doing this circuit match, pretty much bang on with Charles. Sector 2, however, 7 tenths, and Sector 3, 2 tenths. So roughly 9 tenths. Yeah, pretty much. How did the race look? Within a second, a couple of times. Lap 3, not sure what went on there. Oh, lap 1. I think I spun. No, I didn't. Okay. It was a normal race. It was China that I had issues with. So, yeah, China. Quite like this circuit as well, and it shows Sector 1 pretty much bang on. Just 500ths in it. Sector 2, however, a lot worse. 7 to 8 tenths in there. And then Sector 3, 8 tenths again, so pretty much 1.6. 1.7 if you include rounding and stuff. So, yeah, we got humbled here once again. We got humbled at every circuit. We didn't beat any. And I think that's the first time we've done so. We've not done so in an AI test, sorry. I think even last season, 79 AI, we got pole with Spain. So, but then again, the rest of us in the actual season, we were really good and kept up with the AI. So it is just an AI test thing, and we are actually much quicker than what this suggests, especially the race. So I'm going to have to quickly go over to the editing. There we go. For me, not you. You already got it on the screen. Here we are, looking at all the comparisons. And there's actually quite a lot where we were quite close to the AI. Japan Sector 3, USA Sector 1, Mexico Sector 2, Abu Dhabi Sector 2, Portugal Sector 1 and 3 was quite close, and China Sector 1. However, it was all the other sectors that let us down. Singapore's are going to be in trouble, and judging by that, it should have been in trouble for Championship 59. It wasn't, though. Sorry, you probably don't understand that because you probably haven't watched the previous episode, because no one does. Watch the same one. It's all new viewers apparently, according to YouTube. I like to think that 1 AI is 1/10, so, and since this is 94 AI, the next AI I'm doing is 89, which is 5/10. So the only circuits that we're good for is Abu Dhabi. Wait, hold up. There is an issue. That was not 5/10, was it? Oh, it was just under. Okay, so that's good. Abu Dhabi is the only one that's safe. And then obviously the season just gone was 79 AI, so that'd be 1.5 seconds. That's Japan, USA, Mexico, Brazil, Portugal. They all need a little work to get to 89 AI. And then the lost cause, China and Singapore. How does that compare with the other ones then? Well, let's have it up on screen now. Singapore sticks out like a sore thumb. The ones that are lost and really need improvement and quick is Bahrain, Azerbaijan. Probably mispronouncing that, but it feels right because there's no R in there somewhere. There is an R, but it's after an E, not an A. Canada, so that's 3. Yeah, we'll only go if it's above 1.5. Singapore and China, so that's 5 circuits that we really need to improve on. Between 5/10 and 1.5, a little bit of improvement and we'll be there, but no need to worry if we don't get that improvement. These circuits are as follows: Saudi Arabia, Australia. If they're really close to 5/10, I won't include them. Miami, Monaco, somehow, Austria, France, Hungary, Belgium, Italy, Japan, USA, Mexico, Brazil, and Portugal. 13 circuits, that's not bad. And so 24 circuits here, that means that 6 of them should be all right. Let me just check that. Those are Imola, Spain, Great Britain, Netherlands, and Abu Dhabi. I've probably missed one out. I'm not sure which one I have missed out though. I'm gonna have to count it again. Saudi Arabia, Australia, Miami. Probably missed Miami to be honest. Monaco, Austria, France, Hungary, Belgium, Italy, Japan, USA, Mexico, Brazil, and Portugal. Yeah, I missed out Miami. Not a surprise. Not really interesting races, especially when I'm in the race, because it usually is quite short. Have I actually won a race there? Yes, I did in Alpine. Ferrari, we hit the wall when it started raining. Williams, we hit the pit wall when we came out the pit lane. Alpine, we had the best season yet. Actually, ironically, we were tied from that due to the random number generator after the season, if I remember correctly. And then last season, I said hello to Perez and Stroll's rear end of their cars. Anyway, that's got nothing to do with these. Let's look over to the race version of these comparisons, because they're quite interesting as well. So, here we are. As you can see, lap 1, obviously the worst ones. And then if they're really spiky, it means we had an issue. China. So we'll skip past that. Just like F1 has been doing in the previous couple of seasons. So they're all within 5 seconds. Most of the laps. Some of them quicker, like Mexico and Brazil, so that's quite nice. The closer they get to 1 second, the happier I am. Purely because that means I don't have to work as much. But the further away, the more entertainment it's going to be because they are a lot quicker than me. Which, to be honest, is not nice for me. Purely because this is not the AI I left at. 94, actually, this is the AI I left at, sorry. However, we're going to meet the struggle at 89 AI. That's not what I want, because I've just realised I said earlier, I said the only pole I got in 89 was at Spain, yet all the others were quite good, and we were good in most of the other circuits because there was a 10 AI difference. Of course, I am going to be better in all the other circuits in the actual season. Okay, so expect the previous AI test to be representative of what's going to happen next season. So yeah, we don't want resistance, especially at a lower AI than we left at. We want it at the AI that we left at, because then it means that I haven't lost pace, but clearly I have. Or the AI would just quicker on F122. No idea. Anyway, after not actually talking about comparisons, let's look at all the comparisons. If it will let me. The only standouts are Australia, Monaco and Spain, China, and Austria. Obviously, Belgium's error has not been fixed. To be honest, they look quite good. Most of them within 5 seconds. Little mistake on Bahrain and Imola. But other than that, they look quite good. And so it's not like we need to worry for any of them. Most of these were caused by little errors, little contacts. And despite some of the circuits being 2 seconds off in qualifying, the fact that most of the circuits are the same as each other across the whole calendar is actually quite promising. I probably didn't. I use a timer to work out when I should replace these images on the screen because I don't actually screen record. I realise I've probably just made an error with the timer, so good luck, future me, which is about me in 10 minutes, to be honest. Anyway, we can now move over to time trial. Got to do that now. Yay. And before I forget, we have 7.5 minutes to do each circuit. Give yourself a lot more if you want to improve properly. Bahrain started out top 20% with a 129.940. Would dearly love to improve upon this one because this was quite a poor circuit. In terms of compared to all the others. What did we do? Well, the quickest we did was on the 4th lap, and this is how many laps you can do with 7.5 minutes. I do think it was actually 7 and 15 seconds, which is a quarter of a minute. But either way, 4 laps, and we only were able to improve twice, once to a 29.7 and then again to a 29.6. So it boosted up quite high. This is where we should have been last time though. It put us into the top 15%. This is where we should have been last time. I am not going to lie. Heading straight over to Saudi Arabia. Oh, sure, I'll skip the review. Yeah, you already saw it on screen. Top 12% last time, 29.2, pretty much 29.3. And this is where I realised that I did not give myself enough time. We only got 2 valid laps, and the quickest one was 2 tenths away, and the range was about 5 tenths. So I'm practically going to speed run through this. The after image is the exact same, and the review, due to there being only 2 laps, the session theoretical best is the same as my best lap. Give yourself at least 20 minutes per circuit if you want to properly improve on time trial. And then if you got more than that, which I will have at the beginning of next season and throughout the whole of the next season, because I'm getting double the length of time, I'm giving myself that. If you want to properly improve, do 20 minutes. Then give yourself like a 5-minute break, go toilet, have a drink, I don't know, scroll through YouTube shorts and realise that you need to turn off YouTube. disable it, get rid of it, throw it in the bin. Same with TikTok, Twitter, Instagram, all those other stuff that I don't actually have. I only have YouTube. And then come back and do another 20 minutes, because that little break will give you the downtime, the recalibration that you need to improve again. Don't do what I've done here. So we are going to go straight to Australia. I'll try to put in an accent again. Why do I keep doing that? Previous lap was a 1:18.5, put us on the top 11% of players. And yeah, only one valid lap. And it was only just slower, so that was not bad. But it does mean that we could be quicker at Australia, which is not what I want. The review, yeah, obviously session theoretical best is the exact same as the best, because there was only one valid lap. Anyway, let's go straight over to Imola. Started out with a 1:16.6, put us in the top 13%. Where were we able to improve? No, not at all. 4 laps, one of them was invalid, one of them had a spin in sector 3, and the other 2 were 2 tenths at least away from improvement. So the after image is the exact same, except there is 1 extra player in the totals if you want to have a look at that. I think that's the same across all of them, which is really weird that 1 player is just following me. Essentially, the theoretical best this time actually is a lot quicker, 3 tenths. I do remember this actually. That third lap was going to be a stormer. I just tried taking too much through that final chicane, and the car threw me over the curb, just like it did with Charles. However, just like it did with Charles and Sonoda. However, it didn't put me in the wall. Actually, I have to have a proper look at that, because I don't think that's exactly how it went, but it went along those lines. So yeah, the fact that we could go at least 4 times quicker is nice, but it gives me confidence for the other circuits. Then it kind of got shot down with Miami. A 1:28.4 puts us in the top 13%. Final circuit. 28.4 didn't even get close. 28.7 was our best lap, and we only had 2 valid. The other one was a 29.1. Pretty much 29.2. So the after image stays the exact same. Again, with 1 extra player. And the session theoretical best was the exact same as our best. Yeah, use your time effectively. If you don't have much, it is better to use it on something else. Take my advice. Normally I do have more time, because I don't try and do 24 circuits twice at the end of the season. I usually do 24 for the AI test, and then 5. No. How many's in the first half of the season? 13. I usually do 24 and 13 at the end of the season, not 24 and 24. Sorry, I do 22 and 13, not 24 and 24. Give yourself enough time to properly improve. I've got some Excel stuff that compares all these 5 circuits that we just did. It includes my best lap, the top time in the time trial, the gap to that top time, the percentage gap to that top time, so my lap minus their lap divided by their lap times by 100. My position in the leaderboard, total players in the leaderboard taken from the after image, and my percentage in that leaderboard. So here they are in calendar order. First up, we're going to go to the gap order, and then as you can see, Australia is the best, being 2.5 away from the top time, and Bahrain is the worst, being 2.9 away, only just behind Saudi Arabia. And wow, Saudi Arabia were so high and mighty. last time. They were the best in the time trial percentage. Apparently just more people decided to join the leaderboard, and they decided to be slower than me. Didn't decide, they were slower than me. I've got to realise that people can actually be slower than me. Yep, I've made another error of the timer. Cool. Anyway, as you can see, Imola was second, Miami was third, and Saudi fourth. On to the percentage then. This is more representative than the gap because the longer the circuit, the larger the gap tends to be, obviously. So the percentage is a lot better because the smaller the gap compared to the length of the lap, the smaller the gap, the smaller the length of the time of the lap. So it's better to show it as a ratio, which is what it is. Bahrain tops it with a percentage of 3.38. Australia second with 3.38 as well. The only reason that Bahrain is ahead is because rounding. Same as Saudi Arabia and Miami in third and fourth. Rounding puts Saudi ahead, and somehow Imola is 3.52. However, if that went down by 2 tenths, no, a tenth, if that went down to 15.5, I could guarantee that percentage would be at least smaller than a 3.45. Not me getting a calculator out furiously now. It's quite civil actually. That joke is so terrible that I don't even know why I'm mentioning it again. So, yeah, the actual percentage is 3.51758794. If we reduce mine by a single tenth to a 16.532, it would become a percentage of 3.38, putting it right in the mix. That's actually a lot more than I thought it would be. Yeah, don't underestimate percentages. Then time trial leader order. This is the last one. Oh, I've missed something again, haven't I? I've missed out the grades. Wow, I am so bad at this. Time trial leader order. Obviously Australia at the top with 11%. Obviously I've had to recalculate the percentage just in case some are the exact same, like Miami and Imola. Unfortunately, Bahrain is still at the bottom with only 15%. However, 15% is not bad at all, especially when you've got circuits like Aston and Singapore in the next video that were in the 30s last time. So yeah, hopefully we do improve on those ones because those are the ones that do need improving, like Bahrain from this half. So I'm going to quickly go over the grades because I am such a bad YouTube person. Okay, just making sure that I got it correctly. So yeah, here they are. This half of the season, as you can see, no fours again. We do get one that is in 4/10 though. Very close to being a grade 4 actually. And no surprise that it's a grade 9 on the right hand side. Obviously, the left hand side is based on the gap. The right hand side is based on how good it is compared to the other circuits. So the only grade that's going to change now is the right hand side. and that is I can't even be bothered to change it now. Yep, we're just going to go right past that one. Here are all of them then. As you can see, Singapore is now the worst one, taken over from Singapore. From last time out, when we were only 2.3 away from pole, this time 2.5. So actually we did get quicker, which is nice. However, not by enough. Not by enough. As you can see, Bahrain, Azerbaijan, Canada, and China fill in the next 4 of the next 5 slots from the worst one. Then you got Hungary in the middle, just after USA from Mercedes. And then you got Australia and Miami towards the bottom there. And then Saudi Arabia, Brazil, Mexico, Monaco, and Italy filling out the bottom 5 places. On to the second one then, a little bit more. These include grade 2 and 3, so between 1 second and 4 tenths behind. And these ones include Portugal, France, Japan, Austria, Belgium, USA, and Spain as the new additions. Obviously, this is where I want most of the new circuits to come in, not in the previous one. To be honest, I want most of them to come in this one, to be honest, right with the AI. Great Britain, Netherlands, Imola, and Abu Dhabi. This is where I want the new ones to be, because this means that we are at peak performance compared to the AI. If we're not here, it means we're going to have a tough time in the season after this one, because I go up against the higher AI, because the higher the AI, the quicker you're going to improve. So yeah, grade 3s, 4s, and 5s. However, none of the new ones come in after that, because as you can see quite clearly, Abu Dhabi. So at the moment, as you can see, the rest are filled out by Mercedes, 89 AI. There's a couple 79 AIs from Alpine, and a few 59 AIs from Williams. And then in this next one, you have grade 5, 6, and 7. You got the rest of the 89 Mercedes, pole twice in the Mercedes ones actually, Spain and Netherlands. Another correction to what I said earlier. And you got one more 79 from Alpine, Great Britain, and then you got the rest of them being 59 Williams. Obviously, AI too slow for me there. And then you got the stupid version of me that thought it'd be a good idea to do an AI test with no AI in time trial. That's what the none AI means for Alpine and for Williams. And obviously, as you can see, the beginnings of the equal performance for AI 59 as well. In this next one, we move over to grade 7 and 8. The rest, these ones are being filled out again by the AI test, the time trial, and Williams 59 AI. And you can start to see a bit more of the equal 59 AI. And as we move over into the penultimate one, I believe, you'll see most, if not all, of the 59 AI Williams go, and same with the time trial. Just the 2 of the stragglers there, and most of it is filled up by 59 AI equal. I believe that was my first ever test, which is why it has China and Portugal. Also did it with Williams the season after, even though we never raced all these circuits. technically the equal 59 AI should be for Ferrari, but it wasn't. I wonder why. Oh yeah, that's right, they screwed us over several times. And then the last one, containing the 3 best from this game, equal 59 at Imola, Bahrain, and Belgium. The 3 that have been at the top and stayed at top. And it's nice to see that these circuits have been towards the top the entire way through. Until this last one, where they kind of fumbled. Anyway, that is it. That's been 35 minutes of your time that you probably haven't sat through. You probably just not watched it all. Probably had it in the background. Don't know why. Why you've even got it on. Why am I beating you up for watching? Well, okay. I'm just gonna leave you alone now. Say goodbye, and you can do whatever you want. I need to work out how to turn my phone on as well. Bye. No, I don't need to work out how to turn my phone on. I just need to turn on my phone so I can pause it, end it. What am I talking about? I'm just making it worse. Bye.